All right, this is Tracy Moskowait, Math 1. This is assignment number 17. This is solving systems of equations by graphing them, more specifically in y equals mx plus b form. We've taken notes on y equals mx plus b quite a bit, but especially if you are confused or what does that mean, it means if it looks like this, y equals m times x plus b, then I know that wherever b is, or whatever it is going to be my y-intercept. So I'm going to have a point called 0, comma, b. The m stands for slope. Whatever is in front of the x is going to be my slope. The top of the slope decides if it goes up or down from the dot, and the bottom of the slope determines if it goes left or right. Here's an example of a line that is in this form. So here I have y equals 2/4. The thing in front of the x is the slope, and the plus 2 is the b. So we're going to start by graphing 2, and then once we get this dot, it tells me to go up 2 and to the right 4. Because it's a positive 4, I go to the right, and because it's a positive 2, I go up. All right, so these are some notes that we have previously taken. These are 3 ways to graph. So you can change it to y equals mx plus b form. You can find y when x is 0, find x when y is 0, or 3, make a table, pick any x or y, plug it into the equation, and find the other one. Examples of this are examples of 2 and 3. If I have the equation x plus y equals 2, if I say if x equals 0, then x, I plug in 0, plus y equals 2. 0 plus y is y, so y equals 2. X and y are coordinates. Here's the x value, here's the y value. Then I plug in if y equals 0, plug in 0 for y, and now x equals 2. Here's my new coordinate, if x equals 2 and y equals 0. Once you have that, you graph the 2 coordinates to make a line. Number 3 is just like this, but you choose anything. You don't just choose if x is 0 and y is 0. So I chose 3. So 3 plus y equals 2. I can subtract 3 from both sides, get y equals -1. So x is 3 and y is -1. So those are the 3 ways of graphing. I'm going to go over this part as well. This is for inequalities. An inequality is when you have a less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to symbol. If it is a less than or a greater than, when we're graphing it, we're going to make a dashed line because it means that that line is not part of the solution. If it has an or equal sign, it means that the line is part of the equation or part of the solution. So we make a solid line. Once we make a line, you have to figure out, do you graph? So which side do I shade? You pick a point, then you're going to plug it into it and test it. If it comes back true, so if it's true, then shade that side. If it's false, you're going to shade the other side. What I mean by that is if this is the line and I test this point and it comes back true, then I shade this side. If it came back false, I would shade this side of the line. Now, a small piece that I added, when multiplying and dividing by a negative, you have to flip your sign. This part was really squeezed in there for me. Negative. That means if I have negative y is less than 6, if I divided by -1, that means y is going to be greater than -6 now. So my sign flips when I divide or multiply by a negative.